It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Dragons' sure-handed tight end. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. Buckle up. There's football coming your way. And it's
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they enter play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
Here we go, sack. Bronco switch. Bronco alert. Alert.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the former Michigan State QB, a starter here in his rookie campaign.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw. Bryant. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Randall, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Back to throw. Bryant. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Up the middle they go. Randall. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
So much of the game today We're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You look at this Eagle defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Eagles offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
They run the counter. Randall.
Missed.
This will not go down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a first carry here for their running back. A beautiful fake. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off play action. Bryant. Looking middle, and that's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Randall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are able to stretch out their lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wound up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bryant. And this is Randall here over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw. Bryant. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw again. And it's going to be incomplete. Catch it there on the... But out of bounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw. Bryant. And it's caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dragons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Worthy. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready. Hey.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Following the fumble recovery, Bryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, and it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. The Buccaneers trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. The Cowboys trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jags locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down, 18 yards to go. Operating from the gun. Bryan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Point after here coming up. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. Randall, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 3rd and 9 here. Back to throw. Bryant. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Nolan. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, no return. London about set to take over on offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Bryant. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bryant, he's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now a handoff up the middle. Randall, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Operating from the gun, Bryant. That is caught, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dragons are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Here we go. Line up for a 2-point conversion.
Go street. Go.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Eagles 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Perry.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? Ready, go. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. Perry. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
The Dragons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. They'll run on first down. Randall running right through him. They can't tackle him. Now he's loose again. Touchdown! A big play there. 46 yards. And the Dragons have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw. Perry. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the throwing to start the drive. Bryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Randall about 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Randall, and he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Perry. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Dragons offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
3rd down and 1.
Up the middle they go. Randall. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 3. And the London first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Randall.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 198 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, Randall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. Randall. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Londoners,
they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year.
that'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.